I suspect this chainsaw has a little special nuts for the bar cover. It is not 13. It's not 13 nuts. It's actually 14. That's a little irritating because the standard we use for this combination key is 13 wrench, but I tried to put 13 on, and the diameter inside or the threads is not the same, so it didn't work. So I need to stay with the 14 bar cover nuts. I must not forget the chain. Small detail on the 465, probably on the 495 too. Has the same bar nuts, and this is bar studs, I think it is in English. I've done a lot of chainsaw, but I never figure out all the way this chain, how it can wiggle itself up. I never completely thought it out with my brain, but I always solve it like this. There it came free. Look like the 050 chain. Can I read it here? Raise the bar. Yeah, here I can read it. No, it's the 0. It's the most common here in Norway. It's 1.5 millimeter thickness or 0.58 chain. And the bar tensioner, the chain tensioner is on the housing here. It's not on the bar cover. And this catcher here, chain catcher, is maybe bent upward a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It's okay as it is. Do I get it into the tensioner? Yes, I did. There, I got it on the sprocket, I guess, and hope. Sunshine, a little difficult to see everything here. Yeah, I take it out a little bit. I give it a little slack. A bit before. Should have in theory even more slack. There I got it, really good. But then it is not tensioned at all. That I do after. There is the studs, the bar nuts. I didn't clean them, but cannot be fanatic on the details. Or you can if you want, but I don't want. This is a machine family member used for picking up. Yeah, then it was the 13. Now I'm mixing again. I found a 14 socket here for this wrench. Little difficult to get the fingers in here and thread them on with the fingers, so I used the nut thing here. Makes it more easy for me. And the bar cover here is not the same as on the cheap partner chainsaws, so it's not that easy to find a new bar cover if you have a need of that. The brake mechanism I think is the same as on the cheap one, so you can convert the brake if that is in need of repair. but the size and the shape of the cover here is you need a 465 cover or a pull-on if you are in need of a new one. Some say you should check the tension on the bottom. I usually did it on the top. I figure it's the same, but one mentioned, you need to check it on the bottom. He made a comment on my video. Sliding very good, brake work. Now you can come with me on the virgin test after the service. That's always exciting moment. Did some hours work and gave the chainsaw attention, and then you want some payback, hopefully good payback, the moment of truth they often say. The carburetor is adjusted as it should be from factory settings, as they call it, 1 1/4 out and 1 1/2 out. One and a quarter on low and 1 1/2 on high. But often you need to adjust a little bit. I don't have too much fuel. That's a little bad. I maybe could capture something from another chainsaw. You can say I have some chainsaws to choose from to make an optimal good start. Make sure it has enough for the test here. Should be enough, this one. Give it a little drop it here. Does it have bar oil? Did I take off this? I guess I didn't empty it for bar oil. I didn't open this, I think. No, it has a lot of bar oil. So I don't need to think about that. Hopefully it has enough fuel now. And it's time for a moment of truth. Every chainsaw renovator's exciting moment. Choke in, give it some droplets into the filter. Hopefully it will enter into the Venturi chamber. Chainsaw is on. Restart. Pull. Oh my god. Yeah, it started, but it didn't feel like it has much of a compression. Okay. how it was, and I can see fuel in the transparent fuel line. Fuel line, it bugged down. That's why I got it to renovate it. I didn't feel like it had much of a compression. Restart. So maybe it's a drowning, maybe it has low compression in the first place. Didn't look too good, this. I didn't analyze the compression on it. I did not. And to take out the spark plug and give it dry up, I need to take out those 4 screws. If it's drowned now already because of something, because of the needle is standing too high or whatever, try to open up the needles, the adjustment, give it even more fuel, see how that works. To investigate a little bit, look a little bit on it, and take a look on the spark plug, see what's going on. So it was not that easy, but I had another one, same kind of type of chainsaw, and what is bad about this, when you want to take off the cylinder cover, you also need to take off the bar cover, because one of the screws is behind here, behind the mechanism, the brake mechanism. So there is not everything that is genius on this old chainsaw. Become a little fumbling and forward and backward, but I could have tested it, of course, without the bar cover on, and without the bar on, and without the cylinder cover on, but I choose not to, because I had information the chainsaw was good, working good, so I took it for granted. It had a good compression, but it could be it has lost power. Could be that the piston rings or the pistons could be lightly scorned, and it doesn't have the optimal amount of compression, which again makes it to drown easy, especially on a day like this with 20 degrees outside, a warm day, 14th of May. But I run it very little, and obviously it's oiling. I wonder if you can regulate the amount of oiling on this. Yes, you can under there. It's oiling too much, you regulate it on the screw under there. But it doesn't leak fuel. Fuel line and the pulse line is not leaking. I think I got the pulse line on, didn't I? Yeah, I did do that. So before I take off the exhaust muffler. Ah, the spark plug was not mounted much, very loose. Jesus. And it could also be some remnants of moisture that stopped it now, but it's wet like very much. And I know that. Well, then I airbrush the spark plug. Lay it there in the sun, make it to dry a little. And next step is to measure the compression. Yeah, it's quite impressive. It's 165, close to 170. Very good compression. Then I just go around the corner and airbrush it down there, because now it sucks up a lot of fuel again. Keep it upside down to empty it for fuel, and take it around the corner and airbrush it down in the cylinder. And I'll be back, and then it's dry enough, and my suspicion is that it got too much fuel, so I enters the low and high screw one turn in. I took it a half turn out now, because I didn't know, but now I see the plug is wet, so then I decrease the fuel by the needles on the side, low and high needle. But first I airbrush down there. So the suspicion is that I can maybe make it work perfect by adjusting it, or I need to take the carburetor out again and regulate the needle arm lower, because maybe it doesn't close the needle. Sometimes you need to do that, regulate the spring or the needle arm or the diaphragm touch point for the needle arm, because it's become too lean or too rich. There we go again. Look a little dirty, but I put it in. Could be cleaned a little. Usually the spark plug is not the problem. It's a champion spark plug, but it was not tightened really good. Could be the culprit, but I don't think so. So there we go again. The low screw, there I can see it. In with it. 3/4 of a turn, I guess. I try. The high screw, almost 1 turn in. No choke. Let's see. Okay. I think I will get it. It's maybe round again. It's warm in the weather. But I think I'm closer to get it here now, into something. Probably wet again for some reason. Yeah, it is wet. Oh my, oh my, oh my God. Jesus. Where did all that fuel come from? Jesus Christ. What's happening here now? Well, some ups and some downs. This came as a surprise that a lot of fuel is coming out here. Could be the needle is standing open all the time and don't want to close. That is a actual possibility. Yeah, it's dripping completely. But not now. So, I need to take out the carburetor again, take a look on it. It was very quick to do. I think I really have to do that. And take a look if the needle could be stuck in open position, because it's like it's open and the fuel is just running through this thing. But I want to start it anyway one more time. Very strange, a little bit strange, but of course I didn't think that would happen to this one. I didn't pressure test carburetor before I put it in. And it also could be a malfunction with the carburetor, the Welsh plug, but I'm not a very big engineer knowledge about the carburetors. But there is a one-way valve in the carburetor that should close and open. Could that one be past its could that one be a malfunction? Who knows? But I try to drive it, start it one more time. Go back and airbrush it. Then I have airbrushed it. take it even more in the needles, just ever so slightly. Let's see what's happening. I put the pre-start on. Yeah, it's full of fuel, is my guess. Yeah. Ah, this is completely crazy. I just need to take out the carburetor again.